Well, hi again, everyone. This is Tim from Cleveland Baseball Fan 879, and this is game number 144 of the 2007 Cleveland Indians Stratomatic Mostly Advanced Replay. The Indians come into this season at 68 and 75. They are two games back of the Minnesota Twins, who are sitting at 70 and 73. The Chicago White Sox are at 61 and 82. And today's pitching matchup is Fausto Carmona for the Indians and Gavin Floyd for the White Sox. Carmona comes into the game 13 and 8 record, 171 innings pitched, 66 earned runs, 48 walks, and 112 strikeouts with a 3.47 ERA. And we'll go through the lineups. First for the visiting Indians, leading off in center field, Grady Sizemore. Batting second is Asdrubal Cabrera. Designated hitter is Travis Hafner. Behind the plate catching cleanup is Victor Martinez. Batting fifth and playing first base, Ryan Garco. Batting sixth at shortstop, Johnny Peralta. Batting seventh and playing left field, Kenny Lofton. Batting eighth and playing third base, Chris Gomez. And batting ninth and playing right field, Ben Francisco. Defensive alignment for the White Sox, starting in the outfield from right to left, is Jermaine Dye in right, Jerry Owens in center field, and Josh Fields in left field. From first to third in the infield, at first is Dario Erstad, at second is Danny Ricard, at third is Andy Gonzalez, and at short is Juan Uribe. And behind the plate, catching Gavin Floyd, is A.J. Pierzynski. And here we go. Leading off and playing center field is Grady Sizemore. Grady on the season hitting .271, 14 homers, and 57 RBIs. 5-9 against a lefty. That's a ground ball to second. One away. And here's Asdrubal Cabrera. Asdrubal, .237 average, 2 homers, 4 RBIs. And a 5-11 switch hitter batting left-handed, and that'll be a base hit for Cabrera. They will not hold him on, and here's Travis Hafner. Hafner, .243 average, 29 homers, 86 RBIs. And a 4-5 against the lefty. That's an X chance. Will that be a double play for Uribe? A 2 and a 16. That probably will be. And it is. Nice play by Uribe. Flips it to Ricard over to first to get Hafner. Inning-ending double play. And we are to the bottom of the first. The Indians nothing, and the White Sox coming to bat. Oops. All right, and now Fausto Carmona to face Jerry Owens. For center field is 9, going to be in range for Grady. No, it's not. He is an E2. And a 4 diving and makes the catch. 4 on a E2 is good enough, and that retires Owens. 1 away. And here's Josh Fields. 5-6 against a righty fly ball. This is a little easier play for Sizemore. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Jim Thome. A 6-2 against a lefty, and he draws a walk. 2 out base runner for the White Sox, and they will not hold Jim on. And here is Jermaine Dye. 1-8 ground ball to second. They'll go the short way to get Thome. And that will retire the side. Through one inning, it's the Indians nothing and the White Sox nothing. And middle of the order coming up for the Indians, Martinez, Garco, and Peralta. And Victor Martinez on the season, probably the team MVP, or will undoubtedly be the team MVP. 308 average, 31 homers, 106 RBIs. For 9. And that ball is gone. 4-9, normal home run chance either side. And that is home run number 32 and RBI number 107, and the Indians are out to a 1-0 lead. And here's Ryan Garco. 266 average, 18 homers, 56 RBIs. 1-8. And that ball is ripped into deep center field, and one hops to the wall. Into second with a double is Garco, and he just missed a home run chance. 1-12 home run for Garco. 16 comes up short, but that is his 21st double of the season. And now that brings up Johnny Peralta. 246 average, 22 homers, 70 RBIs. And a 5-4 is to the third baseman. He will not be in range, and that's not the guy you want to hit it to. Andy Gonzalez with the E65 is going to need a miracle to make this play. Nope. In fact, the E65, he needed the 2 on the red dice and a 5 and a 6 on the blue die. But no, does not get it. He airmails it past Erstad at first. And they get nobody. And that brings up Kenny Lofton. Kenny, as a member of the Indians, 303, 1 homer, 11 RBIs. And they are going to bring the infield in. They want to not prevent this from getting out of hand with nobody out. And a 6-6 against the lefty, base hit into center field. In to score is Garco. Peralta not being held on makes him a 12. 6-6 against the center fielder. Owens is a +1, so it would be 1-13, but I think we'll take our station-to-station baseball here. RBI number 12 for Lofton is an Indian, and that brings up Chris Gomez. 167 average, 4 hits and 24 at-bats, and 2 RBIs. And first and second with nobody out. And here's Gomez. 2-0 Indians. 2-8. And that's ripped into left field for a hit. Fields also a +1. Let's see, 1-13 to try to score. Now they'll stay put again. A little conservative on the base paths, but okay. Here's Ben Francisco. Ben on the season. 214 average, 3 homers, 5 RBIs. 4-6. And yep, conservative. Ground ball to short. Uribe to Ricard to Erstad, double play, run scores. Lofton goes to third. And there are 2 outs. But the score is now 3-0 Indians, and Grady Sizemore grounded out his first time up. Five, 8. And against the lefty, that's a fly ball to right, just in front of the warning track. Needed a 1 to be a homer, but it wasn't. And that will retire the side. But the Indians get 3 here in the second inning and lead 3-0. And Carmona will face A.J. Przinsky, Darren Erstad, and Juan Uribe here in the bottom of the second. Three, 7, and that's into center field, a base hit. First hit for the White Sox, and they will not hold on Przinsky. There's Darren Erstad. 4-4 center field. Let's see if that's a chance or not. 1 and a 16, no. So Sizemore will track that down on the 16, and that's 1 away for Juan Uribe. 3-8. Popped them up. And Peralta calls for it and makes the catch. 2 away. Here's Ricard. And 3-7 is a pop up to center field. And Sizemore will retire. Ricard, that is the 4th putout for Grady Sizemore already. 4 out of 6. And that will retire the side. Going to the top of the third, Indians lead 3-0. And Cabrera, Hafner, and Martinez. Cabrera singled his last time up. And 3-7 found the hole in the 3 column, ground ball to second. That retires Cabrera. There's Hafner, grounded into a double play his last time up. The Indians have already hit into 2 double plays. 3-6, weak grounder to second. And once again, Ricard throws out a base runner, 2 down. Here's Victor Martinez, solo homer in the second. 3-5, and that's a 6, so add a single to that home run. And Victor is 2 for 2. Not being held on. Here's Ryan Garco. Hit one off the wall his first time up. 4-11. Oh, falls only against the lefty. Against the righty, he still draws a walk. And the Indians trying to get a 2-out rally going here. Johnny Peralta reached on an error his last time up. To 7, and he draws a walk. All right, bases loaded, full of Indians. And Kenny Lofton trying to bring home a run with 2 outs here. (6-4) to the center fielder. 12 is not in range. Owens is a good fielder, though. E4. Oh, boy. E4. And Owens can't find it, and it drops. E4 and a 4 is a 2-base error. So scoring from third is Martinez. Scoring from second is Garco. Moving to third is Peralta. So the Indians get 2 gift runs. And it is now 5-0. And we won't play the strat rule because those are unearned runs. There's a rule in Super Advanced where if you give up, actually it'd be 6 runs in 2 innings. But I would call these unearned and not his fault. Chris Gomez, who singled his last time up, runners on second and third, 5-0 Indians. Six, 9. And with less than 2 outs, that would have been a good result. But with 2 outs, that's just a harmless fly ball to right. That die puts away, and that will retire the side. The Indians get 2 unearned runs here in the third and lead 5-0 after 2.5. And Carmona will face Andy Gonzalez, Jerry Owens, and Josh Fields, not Justin Fields. We'd be playing the other sport in Chicago if that was Justin Fields. All right, and here's the pitch to Andy Gonzalez. 5-5 swing and a miss, strike 3. First strikeout for Carmona. Here is Jerry Owens. 2-8, and there's a base hit to center field. And with down 5 runs, they will not attempt to steal, though he could do it. Here's Fields. Holding Owens on. 1-11. There's a base hit to left field. Lofton has a +2 arm. So Owens makes him a 1-17. And with those odds, they'll take the chance. 1-17. And looky here. That's an 18, and Owens makes the Cardinals send. Yeah, so we'll say 16 and being held on 15 +2 for Lofton. Yep, that's higher. And he is out at third. So 2 down. Here's Jim Thome. 5-6 against the lefty is a fly ball to right. And Ben Francisco puts that one away, and the White Sox go scoreless here, not getting any luck on the dice on either that D20 or the 6-sided die, letting 2 runs score. 5-0 after 3. And Floyd will face Francisco, Sizemore, and Cabrera. Here's Francisco, grounded into a double play his first time up. 4-8 and swing and a miss, strike 3. First strikeout for Gavin Floyd. Back to the top of the order, Grady Sizemore, 0 for 2. 5-4 to the third baseman. 4-2. That will get by Gonzalez for a single. So Grady now 1 for 3. They will hold him on, but with 5-0, they will not steal. That brings up as Drupal Cabrera. 1 for 2 himself. 5-6. Switch hitter batting left-handed. 1-3 double chance. That's a 15. So that goes into right center field. Center fielder Owens throws it back in, but Sizemore scoots to third. And they're going to get some bullpen action Lance Broadway, yes, a real baseball name, and Aaron Wasserman are loosening in the pen. Travis Hafner due up. He's grounded out twice. They will bring the infield in. Try to cut off a... Actually, no, they'll play back. They do have one out. They'll play back, try to get the double play. 6-10. Catcher X. 11. Not good enough for Przinski. Nope. He is a 3. No. Okay. And he is an E1. So a 4-12 means that the Indians will get a run. Anything else will means that's an error. And a 4, great little swinging bunt by Hafner. And just getting him at first is Przinski. So 2-3 on the putout. Scoring from third is Sizemore. Going to second is Cabrera. That's an RBI for Hafner. Number 87 on the season. And Victor Martinez now up. 2 for 2, single and a homer. 3-7 swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 down. And here's Ryan Garko. 2-7 ground ball to short. And that will retire side. Indians grab another. It goes 0-3-2-1 here. So 6-0 after 3.5. And that looks like that's going to be it for Gavin Floyd. We're going to get Lance Broadway his time to shine. And Carmona will face Dye, Przinski, and Erstad here in the bottom of the 4th. 2-11. Wow, found the hole in that column. Fly ball to right. And Francisco makes the catch. 1 away. Here's A.J. Przinski. 6-7. Oh, against a lefty. Just gets by the first baseman Garko for a base hit. 1-3 for a single, and that's a 3. So, all right. Here's Darren Erstad not holding on to Przinski. Erstad 0 for 1. 1-9 swing and a miss. Strike 3. We will not play injuries, at least not in the regular season. And here's Juan Uribe. 5-9. That's a ground ball to short. Easily handled by Peralta. Throws to first to get Uribe, and that will retire the side. Go to the top of the 5th, and Lance Broadway will be making his way to the mound, and we'll take a pause, and I'll show you his card, because he is not carded. We'll be right back. Okay, and there is Mr. Broadway's card. See, he's long reliever, spot starter, so we will probably get good use out of him today. And we'll pause and get right back to the action. All right, and Broadway will face... Okay, hold on. Okay, Broadway will face Johnny Peralta, Kenny Lofton, and Gomez, which will enter in Mr. Broadway here. Peralta reached on an error and walked in 2 appearances. 3-2 and plunked. Ow! Oops. And that hits Peralta. And let's see how many times Mr. Peralta's been hit by a pitch this year. Only his second time being hit by a pitch. I guess that's why that's in the 3-2 spot. And they will not hold him on. Here's Kenny Lofton. Singled and reached on an error. Five, 7 against the lefty. He draws a walk. So a little wild or some nerves from Broadway. And here comes Chris Gomez. 1 for 2 with a single. Two, 7. Base hit the center field. Round and third, and heading home is Peralta. Moving to third is Lofton. And the Indians add another one. They add the extra point. It is now 7-0. Indians. I almost wanted to say Browns there. That is the third RBI for Gomez as an Indian. Here's Ben Francisco. Five, 9 against the righties. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. He's much better against righties than he is against lefties. 1 away. Here's Grady Sizemore. 5-4 against the lefty. A third base X chance, and poor Andy Gonzalez getting picked on. 4 and a 3. And this will not go down the line for a double. This will be a single for Sizemore. Scoring from third is Lofton. Going to third is Gomez. And that is Grady's 58th RBI. He needs to put 2 on in the inning and lead 8-0. Here's Asdrubal Cabrera. And Aaron Wasserman is loosening in the pen. For 6, switch hitter batting left-handed. 1-3 double that doesn't reach, but that's a deep enough fly ball. Right field. Scoring from third is Gomez. Staying put is Sizemore. 2 down, third run in the inning, now 9-0 Indians. And here, let me get you, that's updated RBI total for Cabrera. Number 5. And here's Travis Hafner. 2 outs, runner on first. Three, 9, swing and a miss, strike 3. And that will retire the side. The Indians get 3 more. Maybe they'll play the 3-2-1 pattern. And they now lead 9-0. They may leave Broadway out there. Now they're going to bring in Wasserman. Actually, I think we're going to let a lot of the call-ups come in. Wasserman did appear, but Heath Phillips has also been added to the roster. He will not be, or he will be, he's on the roster, so he could pitch today. Here's Andy Gonzalez. Oh, sorry, we need Danny Ricard due up. Okay. And here's Danny Ricard. Whoops. And here's the pitch to Ricard. 5-8 against the lefty, ground ball to second. And that will retire Ricard. Now Andy Gonzalez due up. Not having the best day at third base, but Mom said there would be days like those. And he swings and misses. Strike 3. Third strikeout for Carmona. And 2 down for Jerry Owens. Jerry 1 for 2. 2-11, and he gets his second hit of the day. This one to left field. And they will not hold him on, and he will not be going anywhere. It is 9-0. Here's Josh Fields. 5-9. Shortstop, that is out of range for Peralta. Needs a 7-11. And we will re-roll. Well, we roll all the dice. And a 10 will get the job done. And that will retire the side. We are through 5. Here comes Aaron Wasserman. Actually, yeah, we'll let Wasserman come in here. I'll pull up, and I think I pulled up his card in a previous video, so I will not do that for him. All right, so here's Wasserman. Top of the 6th, Victor Martinez, 2 for 3 with a single and a homer. Wasserman into the score sheet. Three, 7, swing and a miss, strike 3. So here's Ryan Garco. Garco doubled and walked in 3 appearances. 5-5 against a righty. Ground ball to short. And 2 up, 2 down. And here's Johnny Peralta. 3-8. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And for the first time, that's the first 1-2-3 inning of the game. And the first time since the first inning, the Indians have been held scoreless. And Wasserman may get to go out and pitch another inning. All right, Carmona, third time through the order, has faced 20 batters through 5. Gets to face Tommy, Dye, and Pierzynski here in the bottom of the 6th. 5-7, second base X. Does Cabrera probably doesn't get that as a 2? No, he does not. So base hit for Jim Thome. And they will not hold him on. Here's Jermaine Dye. And 4-5, swing and a miss, strike 3. So that's the 4th strikeout for Carmona. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's A.J. Pierzynski, 2 for 2 with 2 singles. 6-7, and does not get the benefit of the doubt there, but he grounds at the first. Garco throws to Peralta. Return throw not in time. And there are 2 outs. Pierzynski has reached base all 3 times. There's Juan Uribe. Darren Erstad. Now I'll get the batting order in the right spot. There's Darren Erstad. 0 for 2. 6-5 against the lefties. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And he's down for the 2nd time on strikes. And that will retire the side. And they're going to let Aaron Wasserman come out and pitch a second inning. Since he mowed the Indians down in order, Lofton, Gomez, and Francisco. Five, 6 against the lefty. And that's a base hit into base hit, and that's the third time Lofton's reached base. And time out for just a second. Oops. All right, I apologize for that. I'm had the pause button on during the whole bottom of the 7th, just to catch you up. Lofton singled, and then Gomez, Francisco, and Sizemore struck out. And sorry, that's the top of the 7th. Bottom of the 7th, Carmona gets Uribe, Ricard, and Gonzalez in order. And I'm sure at 9-0, you'll be happy if I would have just skipped right through. My apologies. All right, we'll pause to get Heath Phillips' card right after this. All right, and let me get a better view of that. All right, there's Mr. Phillips' card, and we'll be right back right after this, hopefully with real action. And once again, my apologies if you missed any action, although I'm sure at this point it's not really worth it. Top of the 8th now, and as Drupal Cabrera will actually be pinch hit for, and Andy Marte will be pinch hitting for Cabrera. Marte did make a couple appearances earlier in the season, and we'll get you his stats. Sorry, I didn't get you DeLucci's stats, but he was pinch running, so no stats to give there. Andy Marte on the season, batting .154, no homers, 1 RBI. And Marte will play third, and Chris Gomez will move to second. Okay, and he will face Heath Phillips. And here's the pitch to Marte. For 8 against a righty. And there's a base hit for Andy Marte. They will not hold him on. Travis Hafner. Actually, we'll kind of not quite empty the benches, but Luis Rivas will pinch hit for Travis Hafner. That's the former Minnesota Twin, and this is his first at-bat. Right-handed hitter. And Hafner will take a seat here. So Phillips against Rivas. Runner on first. 6-6 against a righty. And that is over the first baseman's head, down the left field line. Marte runs at an 11, not being held on, makes him a 12, and they'll just play station to station baseball, or not take too many extra bases. So Luis Rivas with a double. And here comes Victor Martinez, single, homered, and then struck out twice. Infield play back, they just want to get outs. 5-12 against a righty. Pitcher X. And 11's out of range, but he's an E0. He looks the runner back to third and throws to first to get Martinez one down. And now due up is Ryan Garko. 3-8 against a lefty. And that's ball 4. That will load the bases. And Phillips is now tired. So which means we have to get a new reliever out here. Ryan Bukovic is now loosening in the pen. And I'll make sure that we will now note that he is now tired. Phillips, single, double, and a walk. And we will not worry about that. 5-12. I guess we will. We have to roll for in range. And timeout in just a second. All right, so if this D20 is out of range, then that's an inning double play for Phillips. Let's see if that's a ground ball A. A 3 and a 20. No, it's a ground ball B, so we'll get Garko at second. The return throw not in time. Scoring from third is Marte. Going to third is Rivas. And getting on first, so going to third. And it is now 10-0 Indians. 2 down. Here's Johnny Peralta. Oh, sorry, not Johnny Peralta. David DeLucci, sorry. He will get in at bat. 5-8 against a lefty. And he draws a walk to reload the bases, and that's now Ryan Bukovic time. And here is Bukovic. All right, and here is Gomez. Which he will be moving to second base in the bottom of the 8th. All right, bases loaded for Gomez. Here's Bukovic, 4th reliever for the White Sox this game. 4-8. There's a 7, and that'll get over the second baseman's head. Scoring from third is Hafner. Moving to third is Peralta. Going to second is DeLucci. 11-0 Indians. Here's Ben Francisco, one of the offers today. (3-7), and we'll continue with the offers with the Golden Sombrero. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that will retire the side. The Indians get 2 more and lead 11-0. And 4th time through the lineup, Carmona's faced 27 batters, and at this point, as long as he doesn't get tired, we may just leave him out. He does not have anything against this point of weakness. All right, here's Jerry Owens. 2 for 3. 3-9, ground ball to second. 1 down. And here's Josh Fields. 6-3, pitcher X. 6 is not in range, and ooh, is good range, but not great air rating. E14, 6-8 or 10-12. And that's a 4. That's a 1 base error for Fausto Carmona. He bobbles it and just decides to get in his back pocket. And that's an error on Carmona. Here's Jim Thome, single and a walk in 3 appearances. 2-6, fly ball to center. And we may actually end up pulling Carmona here. There's a pitcher that has not been in a game in a long time. Here's Jermaine Dye. 112, and he gets hit. Once again, all these are not making Carmona tired. Just has to be unintentional walks or hits, not hit by pitch or errors. So 1st and 2nd, 2 down. Here's A.J. Pierzynski. 2 for 3, reached on a fielder's choice and 2 singles. 4-6 against the lefty, draws a walk. And yeah, I think he's going to be tired. Well, not officially tired, but we will bring in Aaron Fultz. He has not pitched in a long time. So Carmona will go 7 2/3. The 3 on base are his responsibility. We'll give you Fultz's stats here. Fultz, 1-1 in 34 2/3 innings pitched. 14 earned runs, 11 walks, 28 strikeouts, and a 3.63 ERA. He is also 1 win and 1 loss. So Fultz will face Darren Erstad, 0 for 3 on the day. 1-9 against the lefty. Bounced right back to the mound. And Fultz will retire Erstad. And that will retire the side. Joe Borowski is loosening in the bullpen. He has not pitched in a while. So we will get him an innings work. And he will start the bottom of the 9th in a non-save situation. Bukovic will stay out in the top of the 9th to face Sizemore, Marte, and Rivas. Trying to finish out the game. He got the final out in the bottom of the 8th. Well, if you're the White Sox, your MVP was Wasserman getting the 6 outs without giving up a run. All right, here's the pitch to Grady Sizemore. 2 for 5 on the day. 8. And that ball is driven deep to right center field. Going back to the warning track, to the wall in Souvenir City for this one. That one left quicker than the George Foreman movie in theaters. And it is now 12-0 Indians. And here's Andy Marte. (111). That's a pop foul third base side. And making the catch is Gonzalez, 1 down. And here's Luis Rivas, doubled his last time up. 3-8 for Rivas. And against a righty, that is a pop-up to the shortstop. Uribe, 2 down. And here's Victor Martinez. 6-9. And switch hitter batting lefty. That ball's hit the center field, making the nice running catches, Owens. And that will retire the side. The Indians get 1 on the Sizemore homer. And here comes Joe Borowski to get some work. Joe on the season, 6 wins, 3 losses, 44 innings pitched, 34 earned runs, 4 walks, 33 strikeouts, 21 saves, and 33 opportunities, and a 6.95 ERA. And Fultz got his batter out. He'll face Uribe, Ricard, and possibly a pinch hitter for Gonzalez. Uribe 0 for 3. 5-6, swing and a miss, strike 3. And here's Danny Ricard. 1 down. 4-7. And against the lefty, swing and a miss, strike 3. Last hope for the, let's see if we can get somebody. Luis. Yeah, we'll have Luis Torrero pinch hit for Andy Gonzalez. And here's Luis Torrero. To 6, and that's a ground ball to third. And Andy Marte will make the play to first, and that will end your ball game. Final score in this absolutely thrashing in Chicago, the Indians 12 and the White Sox nothing, and we'll be right back right after this. Okay, the final line score, Indians 12 runs, 15 hits, and 1 error. The White Sox no runs, 5 hits, 2 errors. Fausto Carmona gets the win. Gavin Floyd gets the loss. So the Indians improved to 69 and 75. The White Sox fall to 61 and 83. And we'll be right back with hyper fast scoring. I won't pause the video. So almost every game will be played because there is implications in almost every game. The National League wildcard is real bunched up right now. But we will start with the American League Central. The Minnesota Twins are facing the Kansas City Royals. Boof Bonser versus Billy Buckner. No, not that one. Okay. And the Twins are actually not favored there. Well, actually, they need a 3-4-5 or higher to keep the lead at 2 games. No, we're going red, white, and red, blue, and green. 1-4-6. This one will go to the Royals, and the Indians are now a game back from the division. Okay, we will stay in the American League. This time, we'll go to the American League West. A big series between the Oakland A's and the Seattle Mariners. The Mariners are 2.5 games back. The A's sit at 74-70. The Mariners are at 72-69. Joe Blanton for the A's and Horacio Ramirez for the Mariners. Oakland with a 1-6-6 can add to their lead. And they will. 3-3-2. All right. And we'll stay in the American League. The Boston Red Sox have a 6-game lead on the Toronto Blue Jays and 6.5 over the Yankees. They host the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. They lost 1-0. Scott Kazmir against Kurt Schilling. And Boston will need a 2-6-4 to keep that 6-game lead. 2-6-4 or less. No, 3-5-3, so they will lose this one. And then the Blue Jays they are traveling to Comerica Park to face the Tigers. Roy Halladay for the Blue Jays and Kenny Rogers, the gambler, for the Tigers. The Blue Jays need a 4-2-5 or higher to gain a game on the Red Sox. And they do, 6-5-3. So that deficit is now 5 games. And we will head to the National League. And the only reason I'm playing this one between the Cubs and the Cardinals is that the Cubs' magic number is down to 7. At 86-56, they have a 14.5 game lead on the Reds, who are in second place. And the Cubs are facing the Cardinals. Joel Pinheiro for the Cardinals, Ted Lilly for the Cubs. And the Cubs will be a 6-5-5 favorite. So unless we get 6-5-6 or higher, nope, 3-4-3. So that magic number is now down to 6. It can be down to 5. Actually, it'll stay at 6 because the Reds do not look like they play tonight. No. Okay, and we'll stick with the National League. Technically, the East and the wild card. The Mets have a 9.5 game lead on the Braves. And they will face off in a 3-game series. Tim Hudson for the Braves and Oliver Perez for the Mets. The Mets are a 5-4-1 favorite. They need that or less. 5-6. That will do it. So the Mets will reduce that magic number by 2. And then we have a whole bunch of teams in the wild card situation. The Phillies, we'll start with the rest of the National League. The Phillies are at 71-71, facing the 70-72 Rockies. The leaders in the wild card are the Braves at 74-69, and the Reds are a game back at 73-70. So Phillies and Rockies, that is Ubaldo Jimenez and Kyle Loesch facing off. And the Phillies are a 2-5-4 favorites. So no, 4-5-6. So the Rockies will get back to 500. Diamondbacks are playing the Giants. Diamondbacks are 68-76, but the Giants are 72-71. Big surprise there. Livan Hernandez for the Diamondbacks and Tim Lincecum for the Giants. And the Giants will need a 3-6-6 or lower. And they will. Okay, 2-3-5. And final game in hyper-fast scoring. The Pittsburgh Pirates face the Milwaukee Brewers. And this is Carlos Villanueva for the Brewers against Tony Armas Jr. We will make the Pirates have to roll a 6-6-6 twice to lose. And they don't even need that, and I don't even need the blue dice. But so the Pirates will take that one. And that will end tonight's hyper-fast scoring. If your team was featured in one, great. If not, as RGL says, there's always tomorrow. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you've not already subscribed, hit the bell icon. You'll be notified of any new videos. Once again, your final from Chicago, the Indians 12, the White Sox nothing. Have a good night, everybody.